We continue with supply. Economics AS. We're going to the conditions of supply. When we talk about conditions of supply, stop talking already. We're talking about some conditions of supply. We're talking about situations about supply. So what would make the supply curve to shift to the right or to the left? So we're going to read anyway. The first point is about cost of production. When we talk about cost of production, we're simply talking about the amount businesses have to spend to ensure the product is made available for sale. Cost of production simply means the amount businesses have to spend to ensure a product is made available for sale. So if the amount businesses have to spend on products to make them available for sale is increasing, it represents a high cost of production for them. And based on the fact that price remains constant, we cannot change price. Ceteris paribus, price is fixed. Producers or businesses will not be able to shift the cost on supply on consumers. As a result of that, they become demotivated to produce more. The point is this: a high cost of production simply means increasing the expenses for businesses. But for the fact that they cannot increase the price of the products, based on the fact that the price remains constant, it is fixed, it's unchangeable. It means they can only stop to produce more. So there's disincentive for them to produce because they cannot increase the price. So if the cost of production increases and they can increase the price, then they will be able to produce more and sell at a price that they feel like it's good for them. Do you get the point I'm making here? When we talk about conditions that affect supply, we're talking about non-pricing factors. At that point in time, price remains the same. Price will never change. So if price cannot change and the cost of production is increasing for businesses, they can't continue to produce because it will mean that they will be making a loss. Nobody wants to make a loss anyway. So the only thing they could do is to stop production. That will shift the supply curve leftward from S to S2. Do you understand? Do we get it or not? Are you here? Do we get it or not, please? Hello? Stop that already and focus.
Just can you explain it?
We're talking about cost of production, which is the amount businesses have to spend to ensure a product is made available for sale. That is cost of production. So if the amount we have to spend as businesses continue to increase and we cannot increase the price, then there's no point increasing the quantity of supply.
Can you make an example?
If I used to spend $1 to produce this. Now it increases to 1.5. I cannot increase the price. I used to produce for $1 and I sell at 1.5. Now my cost of production has increased to 1.5. I cannot increase the price because the only price I can still sell is 1.5.
What?
Because price is fixed. Ceteris paribus. We cannot change price at this time. So because we cannot change price based on ceteris paribus, because price is fixed, then the quantity supply would reduce. We cannot continue to produce because we're not going to be able to make profits. Do you understand cost of production here? So an increase in cost of production will shift the supply curve leftward from S to S2 because the quantity supply in the market would have reduced from Q to Q2. Do you understand cost of production?
Yes.
Hello? Please be here. The second point, technology. When we talk about technology, technology makes things to become better and faster. So there's always going to be efficiency with technology. Productivity is going to increase, which is output. Efficiency is going to increase, which is less waste and reduced or minimum cost. There's a difference between productivity and efficiency. Productivity simply means your output is increasing, while efficiency means you are able to reduce your cost or you are able to stop wasting resources. Technology will bring about this. So advancement in technology will allow a firm to be able to produce more, shifting the supply curve rightward from S to S1 because the quantity supply in the market would have increased due to advancement in technology from Q to Q1. Do we understand technology?
Yes.
Good. The next point, the price of other goods. When we talk about price of other goods, you're talking about goods that are linked with one another. We can make example of wood. Wood is produced through plants, through the rubber plantation. So if the price of wood increases, that means we need more of plants, right? The rubber plantation, the rubber plantation. So we need more of the rubber plantation. So farmers will start planting more more woods that will be able to use to sell this. The price of wood has increased. Wood is used to make furniture. Do you understand furniture? But this comes from the plantation. So farmers will produce more so that they can sell as much as these people are going to sell. Do you get the point I'm making here?
Yes.
Wood is in the secondary sector of the economy. The rubber plantation is in the primary sector of the economy. So if this increases, if the price of this increases, it would have meant that the quantity supply of this would increase. Do we understand?
Yes.
Can you just stop that already? Hello? Hello? I'm talking here, you're doing something else. Do you get the point I'm making here, please? Any question about this? The price of other goods? The next point, other factors like the goals of sellers. When we talk about goals of sellers, we're talking about the objective of sellers. If the objectives of producers changes, it means the supply curve will shift it out to the right or to the left. I'm going to cite an example. If before now we think about maybe before now our objective is to increase our market share. If we are to increase our market share, it means we have to supply more. We have to reach more customers. To reach more customers, we need to supply more. Yes or no?
Yes.
Good. Now our objective has changed to increasing profit. To increase profit, we have to increase the price. Yes or no?
Yes.
So because we have to increase the price, which changes our objective, we have to reduce our supply so that our product becomes scarce on the market. As a result of that, we can increase the price and make profit. Do we get the point? So I've switched from increasing market share to making profit. If the objective of the business is to increase the market share, we need to produce more to reach more customers. That will shift the supply curve to the right. For a change in the goals of our objective or in the goals of the business from increasing market share to making profit, will mean that we have to sell at a higher price. To sell at a higher price, we have to reduce the quantity supplied. It becomes scarce. And as soon as it's scarce, people want to buy with any amount they have available. People want to buy with any amount they have. So the quantity supply will reduce, but the price will increase. Then we can make profit. Do you understand? So if we are increasing our profit, if we want to increase our profit, the supply curve will shift to the right. If we are thinking about making profit, the supply curve will shift to the left. But if we are thinking about increasing our market share, the supply curve will shift to the right. Do we get it? Any question about that? The next one, government legislation. When we talk about government legislation, are you here? When we talk about government legislation, we're talking about government laws. New government laws means we have to comply. There's always going to be compliance. To comply, we have to spend more. Government might say they don't want pollution. If government doesn't want pollution, it means we have to use the latest technology. So to use the latest technology, we spend more, isn't it? So compliance will bring about increasing expenses for businesses. As a result of that, and they cannot increase their price. As a result of that, the quantity supply will shift leftward from S to S2. So if new legislation comes in and it is not favorable for firms, they reduce the quantity supply. Do you get the point? The last one, weather. When we talk about weather, we're talking about the atmospheric condition of an area or climate. I think you know that.
Yeah.
That's geography anyway, we're not there. So the point I'm making about weather is that if the weather is favorable, it helps the primary sector of the industry, which is farmers. Farmers will be able to plant their crops and they will germinate. They can supply more. But if the weather is not favorable, it's a bad weather condition or a poor weather condition like tsunami, earthquake, and the rest, or flood, it reduces the quantity supplied of agricultural products. As a result of that, the supply curve will shift leftward from S to S2. Do we get it?
Yes.
Any question about that?
No.
And there's still other points here, which are right anyway. Cartel. For producers cartel, when we talk about cartel, we're talking about When we talk about cartel, we're talking about a group of businesses coming together to decide price and the quantity sold. So if businesses come together to collide so that they determine price and the quantity sold, the quantity supplied in the market would reduce because they are colliding based on the fact that they want to make customers vulnerable. So the supply curve is expected to shift to the left. Though cartel is illegal, they are not supposed to collide to put customers into vulnerability. But it happens, and if it happens, the supply curve is expected to shift to the left. Do you have any questions about conditions of supply?
Yeah. What about time?
Time. I didn't talk about time, right? So when we talk about time can also, no, that is about price elasticity. Thank you. Have a view.